My happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance and in inverse proportion to my expectations. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of production and trade. A life of sacrifice is the pinnacle of art and is full of true joy. We make choices every day, some of them good, some of them bad. And if we are strong enough, we live with the consequences. Arrival in the world is really a departure, and that, which we call departure, is only a return. Nothing that happens to you is meant to be. The only thing about you that was meant to be is you. Blaze your own trail. The command of our language is crucial to focusing our thoughts and communicating them with precision to others. Great goals make great people. People cannot hit what they do not aim for. The better organized the state, the duller its humanity. That is why enemies can be great motivators. They serve as fuel for your fire. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. It's always hard to lose somebody. It leaves a hole in your heart that never grows back. Never feel shame for trying and failing, for he who has never failed is he who has never tried. A thing worth having is a thing worth cheating for. Never force yourself on people. Never complain after missing an invitation. Never whine when they take you for granted. You never know who you're inspiring or uninspiring. People notice more than you think. I am thankful to all those who said no. It's because of them I did it myself. There are no conditions to which a person cannot grow accustomed, especially if he sees that everyone around him lives in the same way. The number of people who believe a thing has no bearing upon its truth. Becoming well-known is the most valuable element in the connection process. Do the hard jobs first. The easy jobs will take care of themselves. Some concepts are so incredibly risky they take an honest fool to try to articulate them. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Giving thanks fills you with light and joy so you can shine like the bright star you truly are. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Truth isn't. We are seeds as well as parasites to the earth. We can either give or take, depending on our perception of growth. People do not meet by chance. They navigate their lives to certain people for certain reasons. Life doesn't imitate art, it imitates bad television. Everything you do is triggered by an emotion of either desire or fear. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. I would have offered you a forest of truth, but you wish to speak of a single leaf. Do not sabotage your new relationship with your last relationship's poison. Thoughts without content are empty, intuitions without concepts are blind. Success is a flower that doesn't grow in everyone's garden. There is desire in the perfect, beauty in the imperfect. Thus I lust over the flawless, and fall amorously forceless to the flawed. All that happens means something. Nothing you do is ever insignificant. Make the most of what you have, and keep your standards high. Never settle for anything less than you deserve or are capable of achieving. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. I'd found out that if you push people away hard enough, they tended to go. Faith is not belief in spite of evidence, but a life in scorn of the consequences. Nobody likes being alone that much. I don't go out of my way to make friends, that's all. It just leads to disappointment. When we stop fighting against death, we are able to wake up to our lives. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. Everything will turn out right. The world is built on that. Everything smaller than heaven bores us because only heaven is bigger than our hearts. People can cry much easier than they can change. All that exists is just and unjust and is equally justified in both respects. Life is not like water. Things in life don't necessarily flow over the shortest possible route. Life is a comedy to those who think, a tragedy to those who feel. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. Only poetry can express the weight of the world and still remain whole. It is not uncommon for people to spend their whole life waiting to start living. I know there is no straight road in this world, only a giant labyrinth of intersecting crossroads. And I remembered something else that makes us human: faith, the only weapon in our arsenal to battle doubt. Being liked for the way you looked is worse than not being liked at all. The wise are not wise because they make no mistakes. They are wise because they correct their mistakes as soon as they recognize them. We have to lie to ourselves to live. Otherwise, we'd go crazy. At the heart of nature's mystery lies another mystery. A picture held us captive, and we could not get outside it, for it lay in our language, and language seemed to repeat it to us inexorably. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. You need to spend time crawling alone through shadows to truly appreciate what it is to stand in the sun. None of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding except when he listens to this whisper which is heard by him alone. A lifetime spent merely enduring your body squanders your power and forfeits your capacity for contentment. Without balance, a life is no longer worth the effort. Everything you'll ever need to know is within you. The secrets of the universe are imprinted on the cells of your body. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Do you not then hear this horrible scream all around you that people usually call silence? It is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. Stress is a consequence of negative happenings or impact in life, but important is how to overcome it. Most people fail in life not because they aim too high and miss, but because they aim too low and hit. I think I've discovered the secret of life. You just hang around until you get used to it. The world needs your unique path. Chart it fearlessly. A painter should begin every canvas with a wash of black, because all things in nature are dark except where exposed by the light. Saya adalah produk gagal yang sedang dalam proses pendoran alam. Smiley face. To develop the habit of gratitude or make it a lifestyle, we must learn to exhibit or practice gratitude in the ordinary affairs of life. A kind thought, word, or action creates infinite ripples of caring, consideration, and peace. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. The Bible has noble poetry in it, and some good morals and a wealth of obscenity and upwards of 1,000 lies. Even if no salvation should come, I want to be worthy of it at every moment. Persistence, perfection, patience, power. Prioritize your passion. It keeps you sane. Most people think happiness is about gaining something, but it's not. It's all about getting rid of the darkness you accumulate. Before you find your soulmate, you must first discover your soul. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. Emotion often outwits intelligence, while intuition renders life surprisingly fluent and enjoyable. If that's the case, I understand why emotions are hard for you. You've numbed yourself to make room for the grief you carry. If what he said was the truth, it broke her heart. If what he said was a lie, it was broken anyway. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. I speak gibberish to this civilized world, and it replies in kind. When? At last, I ceased to be myself. I came to be. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you are doomed if you don't try. There are no classes in life for beginners. Right away, you are always asked to deal with what is most difficult. I lie to myself all the time, but I never believe me. A conscious human is driven by their conscience, not popular opinion. It is therefore senseless to think of complaining, since nothing foreign has decided what we feel, what we live, or what we are. There will be time to prepare a face to meet the faces that you meet. The spiritual life does not remove us from the world, but leads us deeper into it.